there, I'm James, also known as XCartDizzy on YouTube. Welcome to another video and the second video of the iRacing Indycar series, and talking about how the next round is going to go with regards to your fuel strategy, your setups, how the circuit drives, and a little bit about that. We've got a little bit of a video for you today about the track and about how it handles and about how to drive it. I'm not the quickest driver, so don't take it from me. I'm just trying to help. But if you like what you see with this video and you want to learn a bit more, then do feel free to like, subscribe, follow, and check out my other videos as well. I've got a few shorts out there as well that you can have a quick look at. But in the meantime, yeah, Road America, it's round, I think 6 of the championship. We've had a few other rounds, obviously, with Gateway just last weekend, which unfortunately for me didn't go very well at all. I didn't actually finish any of the races that I did at Gateway, so do let me know how your races went. I saw some of the people, actually their races went really well, and others not so much. I actually took part in a separate event that was also at Gateway on Wednesday, so just gone, and actually that was even chaos for myself as well, with people just taking each other out. So Gateway, maybe not the greatest track for me personally, but it is what it is, and you move forward, right? Because that's the whole point of the series. There's so many rounds that you get 2 drop rounds all season, so if you can afford to take a drop round, then that's cool, right? So I'm trying to make sure I don't get any, but you get a poor round and you can do better in all the others, then yeah, it's something that you look at doing. So yeah, let's get straight on to Road America. Enjoy this video. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. Alright, welcome to Road America for our next test. Looking forward to doing this one. Did the race last night for the first time, the first one, the first slot, and didn't go very well, unfortunately. But got some chances to talk through some key corners here at Road America. Some unique ways of taking the car as well, like where to take it, where to put it. I'm going to be wrong on a few things, so if there's anything you can help me on, or if there's anything you think you can help others on, please feel free to leave those in the comments and let other people know what they should be looking out for. There has been some updates to this car as well, so we've got a new aero screen update for the road circuit that's slightly different to the oval, which is wicked. Just adds a bit more immersion, I suppose. And yeah, apart from my setup not being quite right at the minute, which is slightly annoying, for those that do drive the IndyCar, you may notice that it doesn't always work with the ARB, and it might go back to 1, so you've always got to try and memorize where your ARB was beforehand, just in case it does go back down to 1. The tyres, as we go around, I'm just going to take a slow lap. So the tyres for this circuit, after a bit of testing myself, the alternates are obviously a very good tyre. They work fantastically, but I do think the prime tyre is the strongest tyre for the race. After quite a bit of testing yesterday and doing race times, I found that being on the prime tyres, you can be pretty damn close to your being in the green in your relative pretty much every lap in practice, there or thereabouts, so you're not far off. So yeah, that's something that you guys may need to look at. Another thing as well is with the brake bias, especially lap 1 and 2, when the fuel, up to lap 5 I suppose, where the fuel is there's quite a lot of fuel on board the car. You have 70 litres, which we'll have a check and see how far that takes us, but I don't think it takes us very far. That is the maximum tank, right? So we all have to stop for that fuel and for those fresh tyres. But as we do an out lap, we're just going to try and get the tyres a little bit warm so I can do a fast lap after this. But yeah, so there has actually, I'll point out that there is rain scheduled for this race. I just don't think it's going to happen, and the rain looks like it's going to come along at the end of the race, just at the end, if there's going to be any at all, which it sounded like yesterday, even though I didn't finish my race. It sounded like there was no rain. It was completely dry from start to finish, which is good. You know, that's a good thing. Yeah, we're going to go for a quick lap here. I'm going to talk you through the gears I'm using. And then, yeah, hopefully I don't get this wrong. Because I do like to do things first time. If I mess up, then I mess up. But, yeah, let's give this a whirl. So we're going to go into second gear here. Into the final corner. Doesn't matter about cutting it on this lap, because it really doesn't matter. You can go quite wide there. You can use quite a lot of the extension of the curb without getting the track limits. So always utilise that. Just ignore my ghost. It's now just going to drive away because I can't do that. It's third gear into here with decent tyres and warm tyres. You can carry the speed in there in third. Some people might be able to do it in fourth, but not me. Second gear here. I missed my apex there, but second gear in that corner seems to work for a really good exit. Again, you might be going in third, in which case great for you. I can't seem to get the car in with my setup doing that. So, yeah. And we're on map 6 as well, which is just a different throttle map. The fuel usage is the same as map 1, so you get the same power. It's just a different throttle delivery. Actually makes the car feel much smoother. And I recommend for those that drive the IndyCar a lot, map 6 is a better map in general for the feeling of the car. Whether it develops or delivers a better lap time, I don't know, but it's a more consistent throttle map. You know, if you lift ever so slightly, it's going to help. I'm really not going quick here at all, but so yeah, you've got a lot of things to consider at this circuit. And setup-wise, you're really looking for something that's going to have really good top straight line speed. There's a lot of points here where being quick in a straight line is going to help, but you need a car that can take these corners much quicker than I'm doing. But you need a car that can take these corners flat with you know, feeding you confidence through the wheel. And that's not something that I can safely say everybody has. I don't have that much confidence sometimes, especially at this circuit. FYI, this circuit's a bit of a weird one for me. We had a couple of ovals, which I'm not completely strong at yet, but the road circuits, they're the same. You can obviously see I can go quicker, and I have gone quicker with the same setup, and clearly I can go quicker. I've done a 46.3, so, and that's not quick by any means. People are doing 44s, so I do think there's more time in my lap. You may find more time in your lap as well. Tyre temps, they're going to start to go up quite quickly. So one thing that you need to look at for your tyre temps is actually the right front. If you can see on my tyre temp right now on the screen, the tyre temp on the right front is lower than that of the other tyres. And while that's fine, it takes a little bit longer to get through left-handers. Initially, you know, in that first few laps, because the tyre hasn't come up to temperature yet. I mean, we're not pushing, so actually it's only the rear left that is currently warm enough to be consistent. All the other tyres are no way. The left front's just come up now, so there you go. The right front will come up in a minute. There you go. So the right rear, the right front may take a little bit longer. And that's purely just because of how it is. Right-hand turns will become a little bit more stable as you go through the laps and you get that right front tyre up. Yeah. Yeah, that's a couple of laps at Road America. It's not quick for me. It's not a blisteringly fast lap or anything like that, but yeah, that's a lap. One thing I have to mention as well, we'll look at the fuel. So we'll go on to our black box now. So currently we've got 11 laps of fuel in the car, but we are 15 litres down already. So there's probably about 40 laps of fuel in the car. So in these IndyCar iRacing Series events, the iRacing IndyCar Series, whichever way they put it, I can never remember. You're looking, for this race, it's 55 laps, so it's definitely not a 2-stop, it's definitely a 3. Possibly a 4 if you've got the pace. If not, I'd say fuel saving is paramount. You can do that with the engine mode. So I've got up a quick thing about engine modes in a short for you, probably later on. But you're right. The right engine mode can see you lose a bit of lap time, but gain a lap in total, which is helpful. You might lose a tiny bit in lap time, but it's all irrelevant really in a 55 lap race. You want to get to the end and score the points, and score as many points as you can. But there you go. That's a bit of the fuel, a bit of the context on how far we've got to go in these IndyCar iRacing Series events. This is probably, in terms of laps, one of the shorter ones, but because of the length of the lap, it's quite strong. So pit entry now, and you're going to brake at the board and just slow down. You should just reach it. I maybe braked a little bit early there, but remember, you're going uphill, so you can brake a tiny bit later because you're going uphill. Just be careful of when you come over the crest. You could lock the brakes, it could send the car flying right or left. So just be careful on pit entry and stuff like that. Obviously, you don't want to hit the wall and take someone else out or anything like that. That would be even worse. That's happened to other people. So yeah, bear that in mind. Take that with you for your Road America event, as my team changed my tyres. How lovely. So there we go, that's Road America. It's a deceptively tricky circuit. It looks easy. There's a lot of straight lines, but as I just said, the final sector is where it really is going to play dividends for those who've got the confidence in the car. I think the new update with the new tyres is really generating a difference of driving styles, more so than before. I think there was a prescribed way of driving the IndyCar before this update. That's now changed a little bit. So there's lots to think about with that, and obviously that's going to influence races like Mid-Ohio and all the other road circuits, as well as the ovals that we've got coming up. But yeah, that's Road America. That's the next round in the championship. There's a few more slots left this weekend, so make sure you get yourself on the roster, get yourself in the championship. Let me know where you are in the championship order. If you're fighting for that top 10, if you're fighting for that podium, fighting for the win even, that would be amazing. Any division, doesn't matter, Division 10, Division 1, who cares? You win a division, you get that certificate, you get a podium, you get that certificate. That's what we're all aiming for, that's what we're all going for. So Division 3 for me right now, and I think I'm 11th. Unfortunately, the standings, as of recording this video, the standings are a little bit muddled up and a bit confused. So I can't actually show those right now because it would show me in 1,182nd place, which is not correct at all. So we will take a look at the standings when they are done properly, probably after we've done all the Road America slots. Talk about where we're up to, what round we're up to, and what we've got ahead of us, and what tracks are going to be key tracks to maybe focus on for the IndyCar iRacing Series. There are some maybe that you don't need to focus on as much because they might not be as important in terms of your overall points. But obviously, you want the splits. You want the races where there's loads of splits, right? You want the races where there's 6, 7 splits, because then that is going to guarantee you some more points depending on which split you're in. So yeah, if you like this video, you like what I'm doing, you want to get involved with other stuff that I've got going on in the background that I can't wait to tell you guys about, and you want to join me on this IndyCar iRacing Series journey with me as we go for that podium, that win in Division 3 this year. We'll see where we are next year, but this year we've got that focus, we've got that top 3 to go for. Let me know how you're doing. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.